Gajdosova to begin.
Let for service. Halep is challenging the call on the left-hand sideline. The ball is ball.
Immediate Hawkeye.
For service. Love 15.
Chris Bradnam still alongside Sir Fru McMillan to guide you through this last match. And I guess Gajdosova, she's such a big hitter, Fru. She'll look to hit through Halep, will she, you think?
Yeah, she's not going to push the balls about. One of the best strikers of a ball. It's just a matter of how often she can hit them in.
It's been a long wait for them.
Terrible
Halep
wait.
has 2 challenges remaining.
Yeah, I really feel for them coming on here at near midnight.
Let for service.
Yeah, just having to G themselves up. Makes you wonder whether they went out to have a hit again at some stage. How many times are they getting ready to play? The drama of the last match. It's in.
15-40.
Break point straight away for the quarter-finalist here last year, lost to Sibylkova.
Yes, I don't think Gajdosova wants to use that kick serve too much on the second serve. If she does, you've got to get it nearer the line on the left court. Try and use the slice a bit more.
Game, Halep, first game.
Superstar for Simona Halep, who looked very nervous in her opening match. She admitted that in the press. But another result, the penultimate result of the day. Tim Peters with the details.
Yeah, thank you, Chris. And Bernard Tomic, it's another Australian going through in 4 hard-fought sets. Cole Schreiber had his chances. He didn't take them, but that man certainly did. It's been going under the radar a little bit with all the attention on Kyrgios and co. But of course, the attention will begin to rise now. He will face a compatriot of his in the next round, Sam Groff, which will take place in a couple of days' time. He came through 3 tie breaks and a 6-4. Terrific match, played on the Margaret Court Arena, and a very relaxed Tomic. He kept winking towards his team. He was a happy man, and he's through as we get back to our final match with Simona Halep.
15 love.
Yes, Cole Schreiber should have had 2 sets to 1. Set points in the 3rd set, double fault on one of the set points.
Oh. Dismissive, 130 Ks the serve, the return a lot quicker than that.
Yes, they're both going to treat these second serves, if they served like that, with a bit of contempt.
30-15. Oh, 40-15.
5'6" Halep, 1m68. Gajdosova, 5'7", 1m74. Different builds.
Game Halep.
A sprightly start for
Halep
Halep.
needs to gain to love for sets.
Finalist at the French, of course, last year. What a run that was. Great final too. Semis of Wimbledon. Amazing year. Was #2 in the world in August last year, Halep. Gajdosova currently ranked 62. Her highest ranking has been 25. That was May 4 years ago. Amazing through, wasn't it? 9 times beaten in the first round here. Eventually coming through, beating Dulgeru 6-3, 6-4. There's Chris Johnson, her coach, former player. She said in the press conference afterwards, because she had quite a good lead in the second set, "I'm going to do it. I'm going to win." She had to deal with all of that because it certainly made her falter.
Game Gajdosova.
On the scoreboard with a love game, Gajdosova.
2 games to 1 for sets.
But a head start for the third seed. 2-1.
Is ready to serve you with the power to surprise.
The Africa Cup of Nations from January the 17th to February the 8th, live on Eurosport and Eurosport 2. The Africa Cup of Nations on Eurosport is presented to you by BetAtHome.com. Life is a game.
Two-1 Halep. First set. 10 to midnight. Again, second serve gets the full treatment.
Love 15.
Bit of Venus Williams, a lot of Venus Williams in the dress, and a fair amount of Venus Williams in this return.
Love 13. Let's for service.
Yes, you wonder whether this might go to the forehand.
Oh. 15-13.
wonder whether she looks at it like that, Gajdosova. I'm wearing Venus's dress. The 11 range.
Well, it shouldn't have disturbed her because that forehand from Halep wasn't exactly, I don't think, where she intended it. Wasn't particularly well aimed. Some aerial photography going on.
I thought it was your lift. I think he'll have to circle a few times through. Could be here a while. Break back point. That's great use of the power, isn't it?
Deuce.
Yes, I think the Gajdosova backhand would have troubled many another player.
Advantage Halep.
Well played. Halep is such a great mover. She'll need to be wary of that, Gajdosova.
Well, it's a lovely point, this, isn't it? Such good anticipation by Gajdosova, really, to anticipate the cross-court forehand.
She's quite animated, Halep, isn't she? New coaching team around her now. Wim Visset, amongst other things, got her to the French final. But Victor Ionita, and also Thomas Hogstead for the Australian swing, helping Halep. Adrian Marcoux and Tomai Firikel, the other former coaches to Halep.
Deuce. Advantage Halep.
Yes, I think Gajdosova felt that Halep had hit enough cross-court backhands that she was bound to hit one down the line. A clever play by Halep, continuing to play at cross-court.
Game Halep.
Tough game, but comes through it.
It's
been a terrific Australian Open for the Australians, of course, the best in over a decade. Sam Groth winning today. And of course, was married to Gajdosova before they sadly separated.
Yes, she's very international, isn't she? Born in Slovakia, lives in Dallas, Texas. I think there's not a great part of her that's Australian.
Love 15.
Well, she reads the play well.
Got to be one of the best movers we've seen since Steffi Graf.
Yes, Steffi Graf's advantage was that she was that much taller, so had far greater reach.
Love
Length,
13.
really good length off the hip.
Fifteen 13.
Well, very nervous in her opening round. I'd say uptight for this. Very demanding of herself. Naturally.
All.
Yes, she's powerful, and she can hit the ball, as can her opponent, so powerfully.
Out. 40 13.
Super point. Still very warm in the evening. As we go into day 4 in about a minute's time.
Longest rally of the match, 15 stroke point.
Advantage Halep.
So strong.
Well, she completely bamboozles her opponent here. Gajdosova did not know at all where that was going. One of the few into-outs she's played.
chance for the double break.
Well, we've seen her play the backhand down the line. She had the option, but the backhand cross-court is the favoured shot. Nice bit of wrong footing. She gets a lot of turn with that two-hander. These are the defensive skills of Halep.
Lex, first service. Advantage Halep.
Well, the backhands are standing out at the moment, aren't they? I think she's got a lot more accuracy on the backhand, Halep, than on the forehand. Quite often when she's hitting the cross-court forehand, she doesn't get a very good angle.
Lex, first service.
Incorporated boxing into her training in the off-season, Halep.
Surprised she's not hissing when she hits the ball.
Game, Halep.
Well, it's a good one too.
Halep leads 4 games to 1.
It's a double break for Halep. 22 minutes, it silences the crowd. 4-1.
Is ready to serve you with the power to surprise.
Order the coolest outfits and much more now on tennispoint.com.
So 4-1, there's Thomas Hogstead on the right there. Virginia Rizich behind, the French champion of 78, who's been managing Simona Halep since 2008. Just says what a huge star Halep is back home in Romania. Difficult to comprehend. And she's not won a major yet.
Love 15.
Maybe the second serve being demolished, responsible for the first double fault. Darren Cahill, and the Adidas hat on. Yeah, challenging that. That looked well long. Halep was getting ready for a second serve. But she's not convinced.
Second service.
In that movement.
30-15.
Just when you think you might be getting control of the point.
Well, it was interesting. I referred to a cross-court forehand. I felt it wasn't a very accurate shot, that she didn't hit it close enough to the lines, but there she was right on the stretch, Halep, and couldn't have hit it any better. So maybe it's when she's not running that she doesn't play it as accurately.
Was it?
I'm not going to touch it from here.
Just wide, I think.
Challenge on the call on the left far sideline. The ball's called out.
Yeah, Alison Hughes saying, I'm not going to touch it from here. Furthest line away from her. Caught the line.
Replay the points.
Gajdosova still convinced it was out. It's almost worth challenging again, isn't it?
I'm an Aussie, you know.
Let's second service.
Yeah, she's nervous of this second serve. 3 from 7. So he dropped 3 points behind 13 first serves. Punished again. It's always interesting, isn't it, Fru, when you say first and second serves. It's the wrong thing to say, isn't it? What serve do I need to hit is the bottom line.
Oops.
40-13.
My coaching days, if anybody came up to me to say, can you work on my second serve? I said, well, that's not going to take long. You're only going to hit one in this lesson. Brilliant. There you go. Thinking about which serve to hit.
It's a slice second serve.
And extends the lead with the third ace.
It's those sort of semi-kick second serves that land in the middle of the block that both players deal with pretty efficiently. But both of them use their feet well. Both of them have got powerful backhands.
It's a bad matchup for Gajdosova because she's playing a brick wall.
Yes, those loopy shots can be very difficult to handle, but Halep effectively played it well. Needs more first serves, does the Aussie. Oops.
Ouch.
You okay?
Yeah, she has slipped on this court before. Twisted ankles. I remember that. That was her immediate comment.
Fortunately,
there was no twist of the ankle. pretty well strapped. Seen them heavier.
Well, there was an example of the Halep cross-court forehand really not doing much at all, and really quite comfortable for Gajdosova. Get on top of it here, get behind it. She needed more angle.
Gajdosova doubles her account. Halep still the boss, though, at 5-2. Another tweet on screen about Nadal's match. What a match it was. From Brad Gilbert. Winning ugly. And that's why he's one of the best. It was an extraordinary match to watch unfold and for him to come through it. And so refreshing through to see that sportsmanship at the end.
Wonderful by Smicek, yes. Really good stuff. How well he played too.
So new balls in play. Halep 5-2, serving for the first set.
15 love.
Made it. The bug didn't.
15 all.
Well, she deserved it, didn't she? She got the angle with the forehand here, opening up the court. Just got to string them together a bit more, Gajdosova. That, of course, tends to have been her problem over the years.